It's week 3 of the series, Monetizing My Art Channel, and there is a lot of progress to celebrate. And I want to talk about inner struggles and pain points. Specifically, how I'm realizing that paying attention to them will help me succeed at this whole money-making situation. And it feels really important to share these with you because I think you'll find them useful too. But first, it's time to share with you this week's wins, areas I want to grow next week, and my analytics growth updates. So, wins. I started filming shorts on purpose. I love adding soundtracks to little moments of time. My main focus for this channel isn't going to be on doing shorts, but I think there's a place for them in my repertoire. I mean, they're really fun and they add lightness and joy, and they're kind of like a little extra spice on the main course that I'm offering. Speaking of which, the second win this week is I started working hard to hone in on what it is I am trying to offer. I've been saying it more or less in previous videos, but here it is in a nutshell. This is a channel for older people who want to start their art career later in life. And this means certain kinds of art instruction and also specific information about starting an art business at this stage of time. More on that when we start talking about those pain points, because there are some. Okay, so my areas for growth. This is a tough one internally for some reason, but this is the week that I'm going to start applying for affiliate programs. And you probably already know what affiliate programs are, but in case you don't, it's like this. When I become an affiliate or partner with a company like Blick Art Supplies, I post a link to a product that I recommend, either in the description below here or on my website. So when people click on the link and purchase the thing, I receive a few pennies, probably. Anyway, the idea is that if enough people click on those affiliate links and purchase the products, I might eventually make dollars rather than pennies. Some people say that this is lucrative, but the general population of affiliates tend to say that it's a small to modest amount. But I think it's important to try to diversify different monetization tactics and have multiple income streams. So I think I want to try this one as one of them. I'm going to try about 6 things in the weeks to come. So I thought I'd tell you about this one now, and I'll also report back to you in the future how it's going and if it works even a little bit. So in case you want to do it. So down the road, I'll share other monetization tactics. We're getting tactical. Anyway, so it's time to report growth, some data. So to join YouTube's partner program and start monetizing this channel, I need to have at least a total of 1,000 subscribers and a total of at least 4,000 watch hours in the past 365 days. So here's how the week went. Week 0, I started with 31 subscribers, then 33, and then 70 last week, and now there are 104. Boom! I gained 2 followers since making this piece of paper a few hours ago. That's very encouraging. And then for hours watched, I went from 2.8 to 7.7 to 23.8 to 43.9 hours. So we're talking about 50% growth in subscribers and like 84% growth in watch hours. And so I took a couple of minutes to try to project forward. So if that continues, if I continue to grow 50% or 84% in subscribers and watch hours, how soon could I monetize? And I was just having a math moment. It's not predictable, but maybe I won't even tell you the number of weeks. It seems very soon. So we're just going to go with the flow here. Anyway, so now we're going to talk about the things that I think will lead to my success right now, which is paying attention to my inner struggles and paying attention to my intended audience's pain points. So here's my inner struggle. Number 1, how do I come to terms with the fact that I want to make money? This one is weird because obviously I'm here to try to monetize. So what's up? Obviously I want to make money. So I think like many people, I have a weird relationship with money. And there was a person in my life growing up, and we had a complicated relationship, and they were really obsessed with being rich. So it's possible a part of me is resisting the idea of being rich because of that person. And also, I'm part of the Generation X generation. And there's this whole thing about being an indie artist is cool, and then it's a problem when that indie artist sells out. And when I was a teenager, if someone in my group of punk rock friends wasn't wearing thrift clothes duct taped together, then that person was a poser. They weren't committing enough to a life of countercultural rawness, I guess. And but here I am now, and I'm about the age of Blanche of Golden Girls, thinking about future and the resources needed to live safely and comfortably for the rest of my decades, of which I hope there are many. So I'm not being obsessed with being rich, and I'm not a poser. And I realize now that selling out can be a necessity when long-term food and shelter are involved. So I'm no longer a purist, but I'm still deeply attached to integrity. So I guess if someone makes it clear that they're trying to make money by offering value to people who need it, then I don't think that is selling out. Yeah. So I needed to spell that out for myself so I don't get in my own way in my inevitable progress towards victory, which is making a reasonable living. So how do okay, here's my other inner struggle. How do I grow my watch time without feeling like I'm manipulating people? Answer: make really good videos. But it's not just making good videos, it's making videos that people really want or need to watch. And yes, there are psychological tricks to get people to watch to the end of a video. Do I want to do those? I guess I don't mind if YouTubers do them to me, but sometimes it feels kind of obvious. That whole Gen X thing. I'm a very jaded person who has been sold stuff and marketed to for many decades. And I don't know, do I really want to play those reindeer games myself? Maybe I do. I've sort of tried by reminding people that there's still some good stuff at the end of the video, but that doesn't feel like a trick per se, especially if I tell you right now that I'm doing it, or that I did it. Anyway, this whole being a Gen Xer as a YouTuber is very interesting. Like, we grew up with a certain amount of skepticism and rebellion as a generation, whether it was, I don't know, from being a latchkey kid or economic challenges going on when we were trying to grow up, or there's a bit of an era of we've seen it all before and we can only say things ironically. And so, yeah, I myself am weirdly, earnestly sincere, and I always have been, but I feel like I'm kind of an anomaly of my peers growing up for being that way. But the fact that I'm pointing out my sincerity is very Gen X of me too, I guess. All that self-awareness, Anyway, it makes me laugh because I'm not saying be sure to like and subscribe, even though it would be helpful if you did. So I'm picturing 25-year-old me being like, make sure to like and subscribe. But seriously, it would be helpful if you did, but it's fine if you don't. Okay, I'll be going now. Okay, bye. So anyway, how do I be this person who doesn't want to feel like she's trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, who wants to be sincere to the core and somehow cause people to watch the useful videos she's trying to make? So we're back to the original answer: make really good videos and make the right videos for the right people. So thinking about this week has helped me truly see what I need to do. Now, I could be wrong, but I think it doesn't matter if I urge people to keep watching or subscribing or all the rest of it, because the people who I want to reach, older people who want to start their art career later in life, have a very specific set of videos that would come really very much in handy. And I have a lot of that information and I'm obsessed with it. So it's important as we make our channels for a specific subset of the general population, that we think about them. We have a lot to offer, but like, what do they need? So I've been thinking a lot about my target audience's pain points. And so, yeah, many marketers will tell you that to understand your target audience and understand their pain points, you need to look and like at one person and just consider that one person. So I thought about my one person, who's a fictional person who has very specific life circumstances, very similar to mine, but like very distinctly her own. And I decided to name her Jen, both in honor of two people who inspired me here on YouTube, but also because I have an inordinately large number of friends named Jen. So yeah, I even took a stock photo and gave this Jen a face, and it allowed me to really see her and what she needs. And so, sure, there are a lot of fun things I want to share about art, but what does Jen need? What are her pain points? And here's the deal, her pain point is like my own, and maybe yours too. Here's me talking to Jen. Jen, you spent your young and most energetic years giving to others, caring for others, and making practical choices, and you are a rock star for doing that. And now it's your turn. You get to do the thing you have been dreaming about. You paid your dues, now it's time for you to shine. Of course, now that it's time for you to shine, you find that apparently we are less visible than we used to be. And is it too late to do the thing? Is there enough energy? Will people want to listen to us? And we still have so much on the hook left to do in this chapter of our lives, you know, the practical stuff and people's needs. So, Jen, you are the person I want to help. I worked hard these past 7 years and figured some things out about building an art career later in life, and I want to share these things with you. And I want to help you fast forward to your fabulous dream, and I want to do it here on this free channel. From the experiences I've had in these past few years, I can confidently say this is the perfect time for you to begin or continue your art career right now, and I can't wait to see you shine. And that's why this Wednesday, I'll share how to prepare for an art pop-up. Because if you were like me and Jen, you have either done at least one art pop-up before, or you're thinking about doing one. So I've got some very specific tips for you when you're ready to do this art pop-up. And I realize in my deep dive this week that Jen needs some very specific information that I'll be getting going on. So I'll still have art instruction videos in the weeks to come, but time is ticking and summer's already beginning, and this is definitely pop-up season, so let's go. Thank you for watching this longer update. Your time and attention are so valuable, and I really appreciate you for sharing them with me. Until next time.